At 7 o'clock, we got East Carolina, who went 8-5 last year, traveling to NC State, who went 6-7. NC State favored by 11.5 points on the ACC network. Caden Hauser went 149 at 245 last year, threw for 2,006 yards, 18 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Rajai Harris had 206 carries for 1,166 yards and 11 touchdowns, and Anthony Smith had 41 catches for 799 yards and 6 touchdowns. C.J. Bailey for the Wolfpack went 196 at 302, threw for 2,413 yards, 17 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Hollywood Smothers had 89 carries for 571 yards, and Justin Jolie had 43 catches for 661 yards and 4 touchdowns. The Pirates do not return their leading rusher in Harris and their leading receiver in Smith, but they do return their leading passer last year in Hauser. The Wolfpack brings back everyone. Bailey, Smothers, and Jolie all come back this year to return to NC State. And yeah, NC State didn't have a great year last year, but we'll get into that a little bit later. NC State is 19-14 against Eastern Carolina all time. Last game to go to ECU, though, in a bowl game last year. They haven't lost in Raleigh since 2013, NC State that is. The last two have been decided by a total of 6 points. And Doran is 3-3 against Pirates all time. Yeah, East Carolina is a big rival of NC State. And honestly, the games have been closer than you would think it would be. You're looking at an American team that isn't, consistently top of the American. You're looking at a Wolfpack team that has been really, really good these past couple years under Dave Doran, right? Last year was a down year, 6-7. But Doran consistently has this team competing at a high level. I expect he gets them back on that level this year, especially with all that talent returning, right? C.J. Bailey was a really young quarterback last year. And while he did really well for a really young quarterback, he was a really young quarterback to be put in that situation. And you're going to bring back your leading rusher and your leading receiver. I think the Wolfpack has a chance. Again, last year was a weird year for NC State. They entered the season with dark horse ACC expectations, right? It's an NC State team that a lot of people thought could maybe go to the ACC championship and get a playoff berth, right? It didn't turn out working that way. They were not even close to that, putting themselves in that situation, only going 6-6 in the regular season. But they made a bowl game again. This is a really talented NC State team. I don't think, again, NC State is not in my college football playoff top 12, but I do think they're like kind of a dark horse. They're sneaky. They're sneaky good. There's just a sneaky good team. East Carolina is a really interesting team. This could be a big win for them. If they can go on the road and beat NC State, suddenly they're going to be throwing their name in the hat, right? When you're talking about a group of 5 teams that could possibly make that kind of playoff run, right? A win over NC State would be big to start the season if you're East Carolina. You would put yourself in a position where the AAC has a lot of good, solid teams, but they also have a lot of weak opponents. So if you can just beat the good ones, I don't know which ones fall in East Carolina's schedule. I would have to take a second look at that. But East Carolina has a chance here to beat NC State. That being said, I think NC State is the better football team. I think they are going to want revenge for what happened in the bowl game last year. I think they're going to come out with their hairs on fire. They return a lot of those same players that are really mad about the bowl game last year. I like the Wolfpack to win, and not only win, I like them to win handily. Give me the Wolfpack to win and cover at home.